One of the questions I get all the time is, should I do dropshipping or should I do print on demand? So in this video, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of each so you can decide which one's best for you. So of course, with any business structure, there are pros and cons, and that's going to be the same for dropshipping and print on demand. So I wanted to create this video to go over both the pros and cons for each of them so that you have a lot more information when you're trying to decide what is best for your business structure. So let's go ahead and start first with dropshipping. So one of the big pros, so let's start first with the pros, then we'll do the cons. One of the big pros for dropshipping is the fact that you don't need inventory on hand. You're not having to buy a huge bulk amount of something and then have it in your garage where you're hoping to sell things and not have a garage full of products, and you're not wasting money. With dropshipping, as soon as someone actually purchases it, you are then ordering it online from whoever you are dropshipping it from, and they are sending it to your customer for you. So you're not having to worry, is this the right product? Am I wasting money? You're able to actually just go ahead and purchase things as soon as they are ordered, and you aren't just sitting on a ton of inventory. Another pro that's kind of related to that is that you're then able to really test out your products. You can try different products and see which product is the best for your ideal customer and try, 20 different products at the same time running ads to find your winner product. This makes it really helpful because you're not, again, having to purchase a large amount of inventory and guess which ones are going to perform best. This way you're able to really test first, and then if you want to, you can then buy more of that later to cut down on cost. Also with dropshipping, there are a lot of different products to choose from, and it can be really helpful to hop on a trend very quickly. So I think we all probably remember the fidget spinners. It kind of was like an overnight just sensation, and you could easily get these products and start selling them on your store. It happens like that with a lot of different trends. Maybe you find the product first and you start the trend, or you're jumping on a trend that's already starting to take off. Since you're not having to purchase all the inventory and wait, and you're able to do it a lot quicker, you're able to jump on these trends and hopefully capitalize on some of that initial hype. The last pro that I see with dropshipping is that you don't have to do any of the order fulfillment yourself. Again, you don't have the products at your house or in your garage that you're then shipping out. Someone else is doing all the order fulfillment for you so that they are actually packaging it up and sending it off to your customer, which saves you a lot of time. So you can spend that time actually finding other products, advertising, building a brand on social media. There are so many other things that you have to do as a solo entrepreneur, and this actually frees up a lot of time so that you can do that. So that's definitely a huge pro as well. But it does relate to a con. So let's go into the cons now for dropshipping. So yes, you don't have to do the order fulfillment, but a con is that you don't have the ability to do some quality control and make sure that the products are looking great, as well as everything is looking great sending out to your customer. So because you don't have your hands on the product, you're not able to make sure that everything is matching your quality standards, and you're a little bit more removed from that process, which can mean higher returns and more customer support if there's an issue. One way around this is I always recommend ordering samples of the product, so you can take some photos with them, but also that you can double check the quality and see exactly how it's going to arrive to your customer so that there are no surprises and you will know a little bit more of what you're looking for and what your customers are going to be receiving. Another con is that there are typically longer ship times. Now, you can definitely find a drop shipper in the States or in North America so that it can make your shipping time a little bit faster. But if you're shipping anywhere international from like China, it's definitely gonna be, 1 to 2 week shipping time or even more. And a lot of times, especially with Amazon Prime of free 2-day shipping, people are really starting to expect to have their orders sent to them that week. So you can actually get a lot more of your customer support inquiries and some annoyed customers if they're having to wait 2 weeks to receive your product. So just be prepared for that. Also, kind of how I mentioned with the trends is that there's just a lot more competition with dropshipping. So you may find a great product that you like and that is working for your ads, and then someone can instantly start selling that product as well, but undercut you on the price. And it's kind of sometimes a race to the bottom on pricing, which you really don't want to do. So it can be hard with more competition. While yes, you can hop on a trend more quickly, there is going to be a little bit more competition for that because you're not making it a unique product that just your store has. And lastly, in terms of a con for drop shipping, I would definitely say is profit margin. So you're having a little bit lower of a profit margin because you're not buying things in bulk amounts. Yes, it's nice to not be sitting on a huge inventory going, oh my gosh, I hope this sells. However, because you're buying things one-off as soon as the orders come in, there is less of a profit margin for you, and that kind of stinks. But again, you are also doing some trade-offs of not having to spend all the time in order fulfillment. So you really need to make sure that it makes sense for you, and maybe you can increase what you're charging the customer for the product if the quality is there and you feel like you can sell that item at that price to increase your profit margin just a little bit more. Okay, so that was a lot about drop shipping, so let's switch now to print on demand. So a pro for print on demand is similar to drop shipping in the fact that you don't have to order in bulk. You're not going to be sitting on all of these products, and you are still going to be actually ordering the product from your print on demand supplier as soon as the customer actually purchases it on your site. So again, because of that, you're able to test things a little bit more, which is a huge pro as well. You can create different designs and different even niches or customers that you're targeting and test out and see which works best, which product type it works best. If maybe this is a great design for a mug, but it doesn't sell so well on a t-shirt. You're able to really test and play around with that. And again, without ordering a bunch of items in bulk. Also, a big pro with print on demand is that you are able to create a brand. You're able to create your own unique designs and your own branding so that it's really unique to you. So you're not having to worry about competition because you have created it specifically and no one can take that away from you. So you're able to really hone in on your ideal customer even more and make sure that you're making products specifically for them. So hopefully it actually is easier for you to sell online. Okay, so now let's go into some cons of print on demand. So yes, you can make your own unique designs. However, that takes time. So whether you are doing it yourself or you are hiring out a designer on Fiverr or another platform, it's gonna take some time to create custom designs. So it is going to, while you can still, create things quickly, it is gonna take a little bit more time than say drop shipping to create a new product and get it listed on your store. Also, same with drop shipping is that you're not actually fulfilling those orders, which frees up time. However, you're not able to look at that final kind of quality control element of it all and know exactly what your product looks like and how it's shipping to your customers. So again, just like with drop shipping, I really highly recommend that you actually order some samples of any products that you are shipping out to your customers so that you know exactly how it looks and how your customer is getting it when they receive the order. You can also use these to take your own images with, which is always going to be really helpful for your social media and your advertising as well. Also, another con that's similar to dropshipping is that you have a smaller profit margin as well, just because again, you're not fulfilling those orders, so you don't have a lot of the time constraints of that. However, you're kind of paying for that in terms of them fulfilling the order for you and all of the cost of goods. So you do want to make sure that you're able to have it make sense for you in terms of the cost of the item plus the advertising cost or any other marketing costs that you have, that you're still able to get somewhat of a profit margin, but keep in mind, it may not be a large profit margin at first. So what I really recommend, whether you do drop shipping or print on demand, is to use that as a way to test out different products and ideas or designs. And then once you've found a winner that's performing really well, then maybe think about ordering that in bulk and shipping it yourself or from a warehouse so that you can get a little bit more of that profit margin back. And the last con that I have for print on demand is that you're really depending on different printers and their timelines. So we saw this really take place with COVID, but everything was just taking significantly longer because a lot of these printing warehouses had to shut down or they had staffing issues, and it really took a lot longer to get your orders out there. Again, because you're not fulfilling it and you're not actually printing it, you're really dependent on the individual printer themselves. So you may think that you're actually only going to be, getting an order out to a customer within a week because it is a little bit faster than drop shipping. However, if something happens with either the printer or on a global scale, it could actually take a lot longer. So that can definitely be a con as well, is that again, you don't have full control of the entire process. I will say though that print on demand is definitely a lot of times quicker shipping times than drop shipping. Okay, so those are my pros and cons of dropshipping and print on demand. So I would love to hear, do you think that I left something out, or is there one that is a clear winner in your mind that you are using for your business or you're considering? Comment below and let me know. Also, I post videos like this all about Shopify and how to grow your online store every single week on this channel. So if you haven't yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button below. And if you're interested in doing print on demand or drop shipping, I do have some additional videos over here that are more about how to actually get set up and started with that. So make sure to check those out right over here and watch those, and hopefully they can be even more helpful for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.